Okay, so we are now on part two of me reading The Rescuers. Bianca was just about to explain everything to Ellie Mae and Luke, but then Nero and Brutus loomed out of the swamp carrying a little girl and her teddy bear. "That must be Penny," exclaimed Bianca. "We've got to find out where they're taking her." Ellie Mae said, "You'll need a boat. Evinrude's got the fastest boat around here." Evinrude was a dragonfly. His boat was a leaf, and that leaf that he propelled from behind. He pushed Bernard and Bianca through the water as they followed Brutus and Nero. "Faster, Evinrude," Bianca said. They were soon skimming so fast through the swamp, they lost sight of Brutus and Nero. "Slow down," Bernard said. They've got to be around here somewhere." Evinrude pulled back on the leaf boat to slow it down. "Come on," said Bianca to Bernard. "Let's head for that riverboat. I'm sure that's where the crocodiles are taking Penny." Sorry, my eye was itchy. Bianca was right. The mice thanked Evinrude and asked him to wait for them. Then they crept silently aboard the ship to search for Penny. "Shh! Listen, Bianca whispered. "I can hear a man's voice." "It must be that Snoop's character Medusa was yelling at over the phone," said Bernard. "Let's get a little closer." The two mice peered through the window. "So you tried to run away? Well, it didn't work, did it?" asked Snoops. "Now you behave or I'll let Brutus and Nero have your old teddy bear." "You will not," Penny shouted. "Don't you sass me," Snoops said. "Boys, take this naughty little girl to her room." Penny and her precious teddy bear had just been locked away when the wicked Medusa burst through the doors. "Where is she?" screamed Medusa, her eyes flashing like knives. "Where is she, you bungler?" Where is she?" stammered a nervous Snoops. "I sent her up to her room." Medusa flew up the stairs 3 at a time, then paused outside of Penny's door. "If I'm nice to Penny, maybe she'll do as I ask," thought the woman slyly. "Penny, dear," Medusa called from behind the door. "Do you know what would make Auntie Medusa very happy?" "You want me to find that diamond," Penny answered. "But I tried as hard as I could, honest, and I found a lot of other things." "Yes, you stupid child," exclaimed Medusa, bursting into the room impatiently. "But not the devil's eye. That's the one I want." Bernard and Bianca had been listening from under a table. They were watching Medusa so carefully that they didn't notice who was slithering towards them. "Uh-oh," Bernard said. "Bianca, they smell your perfume." Bernard and Bianca spread across the room, but Brutus and Nero were close behind. There was a huge old pipe organ standing by a wall, and Bernard and Bianca quickly scampered inside. As soon as they entered the organ, Bernard and Bianca hid inside of one of the pipes. The crocodiles continued to search for them, and the mice were terribly frightened when Brutus's angry eye appeared into the pipe. With a malicious smile, Brutus sat at the keyboard and began to play. The air in the pipes started to swirl as the organ let out a deafening screech. The wind puffing through the organ bounced Bernard and Bianca in and out of the pipes as though they were ping-pong balls. Nero tried to grab them as they popped out. Fortunately for them two friends, Medusa soon put a stop to the crocodile's noisy concert. She said it gave her a headache, and when all was quiet again, Bernard and Bianca were able to scurry away. The friends scampered up to Penny's window ledge. The girl was praying by her bed. The two mice quietly slipped into Penny's room as she prayed. Dear God, please let someone find my bottle because running away isn't working. Amen. Bianca gently tapped on Penny's shoulder. Where'd you come from? Asked the astonished girl. We found the bottle with your message, Bernard answered, and we've come to rescue you. Penny asked, did you bring somebody big with you, like the police? No, Bernard admitted. But if the three of us work together and have a little faith, Bianca began. Things will turn out right, Penny finished. Together they began to make up a plan. Bernard found Evinrude and told him, Evinrude, we need help. Go get Ellie Mae and hurry. Evinrude sped away. Bernard hoped that help would arrive in time, and set to work on the next part of the plan. Suddenly they heard Medusa's voice, and she and Snoops were coming to get Penny. Bernard and Bianca quickly hid in Penny's pocket so that they could go where she did. Medusa and Snoops took Penny out to a dark cave. Its entrance was too small for Medusa and Snoops, but Penny could just fit into it. Medusa grabbed Penny's teddy bear and shoved the girl toward the cave. You get down there and find that diamond, she shouted, or you will never see this teddy bear again. Penny was lowered into the icy cold cavern. Bernard and Bianca climbed out of her pockets so that they could help her. Penny told them that pirates used to hide stolen jewels in the cave. One of these jewels was the famous Devil's Eye, but she hadn't been able to find it. Perhaps the pirates had hidden it inside or beneath something. Just then they saw a glint of light shining from inside an old skull. Bernard and Bianca climbed inside of the skull. Holy mackerel, said Bernard, that's it. The Devil's Eye, Bianca agreed, but the skull was stuck in the ground and the diamond was too big to fit through the skull's eye or nose. How could they get it out? Suddenly, Penny had an idea. During her visits to the cavern, she had discovered an old sword. It would be just the right thing to pry open the skull. Penny slipped the sword between the skull's teeth and pulled with all her might. "What's taking so long?" Medusa cried. "You get that diamond or you'll never see daylight again." That's creepy. Anyway, sorry, my nose is itchy. Meanwhile, Penny felt her shoes fill with water. The tide was coming in. The skull's jaws popped open and Penny grabbed the diamond. Penny scrambled back into the bucket, and so did Bernard and Bianca. Once again, they hid in her pocket. As Snoops pulled them up, Medusa urged him faster, faster. "Oh, at last, the devil's eye, filled with power for its owner," cried Medusa, "and it's all mine." "Why, half of it is mine, you double-crossing crook," Snoops said quickly. Medusa dashed toward the boat, and Snoops running close behind. Brutus, who had followed Medusa to the cavern, picked Penny up and followed Medusa and Snoops. In the confusion, Bernard and Bianca slipped away. Meanwhile, Evinrude had finally reached Luke and Ellie Mae. The two swamp mice rallied their friends to help Penny, Bernard, and Bianca. They came charging toward Medusa's riverboat. At the riverboat, they met Bernard and Bianca, who led the swamp folks up the gangplank. The first thing to do was take care of the crocodiles, and Bernard and Bianca had a plan for doing that.